Hello, you lot. Welcome to Hyrule Warriors. This is a Legend of Zelda spin-off game, quite heavily, very heavily based on the Dynasty Warriors series. Now, I'm not too familiar with Dynasty Warriors, but I have, at this time, played through the main story of Hyrule Warriors, and it is absolutely fantastic. So, shall we get started? I think so. So this is the main menu with all your different modes. You've got Legend mode, which is the main story. Free mode, where you can play any of the Legend mode scenarios with any hero that you want, or warrior. Adventure mode, which we will get into later, because I've sort of delved into this mode a little bit, and it terrifies me. Challenge mode, which I assume is different battles. That's actually been added. My system updated since I last played it, and it's only just got added, so I'll have a look at that later and see what's going on. The gallery, where you can view stuff, and settings, which are settings. I've currently using the Wii Pro controller as opposed to the tablet. I don't know if that's actually going to make any differences, but I can't record the tablet anyway, so I figured this would be more useful. But we're going to jump into a free mode first to show off the game mechanics. Oh, a new gold skill tile will now appear. Awesome, because I've literally just finished the game. So we are going to play on... These are all... I'm going to try and keep out as much story as I can and just show you the base of the game. So we will do Skyloft. Oh, here are all the characters. As you can see, I have unlocked 3. Those are unlocked in that adventure mode that I was talking about, that I haven't delved into far enough to actually unlock it. And here we have the character selection screen. This is where your characters are, I suppose. I don't know why I stumbled over that so much. As you can see, I haven't quite unlocked all the characters that are available. These are unlocked, I assume, through the adventure mode, and I haven't gotten very, very far into that. Just sort of delved in a little bit, tried a couple of them, see what it's all about. These are the characters that are unlocked through the main mission, and I do apologise if there are any spoilers, but maybe you wanted to see this. There's Link, Impa, Sheik, Lana, who has been added for this game, Fi from Skyward Sword, Midna from Twilight Princess, Darunia from Ocarina of Time, Ganondorf from Everything, and Zelda from Everything. I have a feeling I know what these unlockable characters are. They were some of the characters that assist you in the main game, and I assume 2 of them will be against you, but I'll figure that out later. Let's jump in straight away with Link. Actually, I tell a lie. This is the bazaar. It's the upgrade station, basically, for your characters. You've got the badge market, where you can upgrade all of your different things. I'm actually going to upgrade something here. So, Din's Fire 2 makes the special attack gauge fill moderately faster. You've got the materials needed at the side, 1 Stylemaster Wristbone and 1 Monster Tooth, and then the rupee cost, along with my rupees underneath. These are used to power up your character, and this is the one I've been waiting the entire fucking game to get, but the items didn't drop until the very end. It allows you to have more special attack, which I will explain later when we get into the gameplay. Then you've got defense, which heightens your defense against different types of attacks. You can get more bottles for potions. You can... Ooh, Nullify's not back. Get better healing items, all that sort of thing. I don't know why that was quite so loud compared to the other one, but you know. And assist badges, which are just increase the speed of taking keeps, the power-up length, and all of that good stuff. The training dojo is quite interesting. I can't show you it on Link because he is my highest level, but if we go, for example to Impa, she is level 20. I can boost her all the way up to the level of my highest level character, which is Link, but it does cost a lot of rupees. Early on, it wasn't that much, but now that I'm getting a higher level, I don't know what the max level is yet, but it's costing a lot of money. But that can be useful if, I guess, you've got a level... What was my lowest? Like 16, and I want to use them on a later mission or a harder difficulty. I can level them all the way up. The Apothecary is something I haven't really used much. It gives you effects that will affect the next mission you go into, I suppose. I don't know whether it is... Yeah, it will lose its effect after a single battle. So the weapon drop increases the amount of weapons you will find as you are playing. The thing I don't like about it is that it uses these materials that you find throughout the game, varying qualities for, I'm assuming, varying effects. But these are also the items you use to power up your character in the badge market, so I tend not to do that as much. And the smithy, where you can spend most of your time, which is what I do, powering up your weapons. I've got an 8-bit wooden sword for some reason, God knows why. I assume some downloadable content. Nonsense, I might use that later on. But each weapon has an attribute, as you can see. This one has strength 3, materials plus, and slots plus. This one has strength 2, strength 3, materials plus, and an empty socket. If I choose one with an empty socket, and then select a skill source and say this one, I could put strong attack into the socket on that sword. In fact, I will put slots plus onto this sword. So fuse weapons, yes, and now slots plus is on the original weapon. So sort of a nice little thing. I don't use it too much with Link anymore because, as you can see here, oops, not that one, I have the Master Sword. So that's what I'm going to be using because it's good fun. So if we jump in, you can see there are multiple weapons. He has 2 weapons that I haven't got yet. That's interesting. I'm going to have to go and unlock those later. I'll try and add a follow-up video for the things that I unlock if needed. But as you can see, he has 3 weapons so far: the Hylian Sword, the Magic Rod, and the Master Sword. The little thumbs next to them show which one is recommended for this level. I don't know whether that makes it bonus damage or something. The Magic Rod is fire, so it's not recommended because the recommended element, as you can see in the bottom right, is light. We're going to use the Master Sword. The weapons do have different combos and whatnot. The Master Sword and the Kokiri Sword seem to be the same. But we're going to jump on in here. And here we are. This is the overview of the battle you're going to have. You can see the battlefield info, which show you where all of your forces and people are. You can see your current status, which is what I always jump to immediately. Victory conditions are defeat Volga, so we beat Volga and we win. Defeat conditions, the allied base falls. The allied base in this map is our bottom right, so we need to make sure that that doesn't fall. And kill them, basically. Destroy everyone. Warrior info shows you what your characters are, but none of that matters. Let's start battle. And here we are. As you can see, there are a few enemies. The combat system kind of reminds me a little bit of DMC. Devil May Cry, that is. Not too much. It's just a 2-button system, so it's not quite as complicated as DMC, but it's... You have heavy attacks, which is... Ow. Which is this. And everything gets its face melted off. You have the light attacks, which can be chained together and do massively long combos and stuff, and then you can mix the 2 together and you get cool effects. This happens to be my favourite one because I can just run around and go, no, I don't approve of any of you living at all. Please stop that. Here we have a slightly stronger enemy. You have to utilise your dodge techniques, smash them up, and then you defeat them. They are major enemies. They can cause real issues to your keeps. And speaking of keeps, I do believe there is one here. Yep, there we go, the statue keep. So we have to run around here. And someone is waiting for us underneath the goddess statue. Okay. Calling us master. I'm not all too in on the... Oh, items. Yeah, there are items in this game. Those can only be killed with bow and arrows. Those come up particularly early. If I'm totally honest, that's the only bit that reminds me of the DMC combo system, is being able to do airborne attacks. I don't know why I shot at him, but I did. You've got... Ooh, that is a stamina meter. When you deplete it, you do an awesome attack and the enemies get absolutely destroyed. It appears when you dodge their attacks and they are left open for an amount of time, which is nice. You've also got... You can see at the top left my special attack meter, the one with the flashing A on it. It's yellow. It's got 2 parts because I literally did about 5 minutes ago. I've just leveled it up. This allows you to do this. And I got 24 kills out of that. So that's pretty useful. You can collect things. I've already got my bar back, so that's good. Oh, I was meant to be going in there. Whoops. Yes, the special attack varies between characters, as do the combos, the usefulness, the speed, the damage, all of that good stuff. And we get a little cutscene, which I'm going to skip because no cutscenes, no spoilers. Ow. So you see, I dodged his attack. He is left vulnerable, and I can. Oh, he recovered before I could get his thing down. You can increase the time or the speed at which you take down the stamina bar, which is quite nice. And then you can destroy everyone. So now we have to keep Fee safe, who is this woman, or this blue Cortana. Basically, we need to keep Cortana safe, and as she helps us with, as she carries pumpkin soup. Yeah, this one sort of like made me go, huh? Because it's a Skyward Sword level, and I didn't play much of Skyward Sword. And what I did play, it seemed to be very silly and not all that good, but you know, whatever. I like Wind Waker, so what am I allowed to like and dislike? I'm not allowed to pass judgment on anything, lest the internet descend on me. And Girahim is from this. I thought Zant was from this, but it seems Zant is from Twilight Princess and Girahim is from this one. Should probably be doing more combos to show off all the fanciness you can do. Yeah, as you can see, there are drops and there are pickups. Escort Fee, where is she? Keep the pumpkin soup safe. I'm being alerted to that guy being in danger. He's sort of all away from the keeps and taking on a horde of enemies by himself, so I'm not too fussed about him going. So now she's reached her destination. There will be a cutscene. That's really annoying. That means there's a drop there that I can't get. Give it to me, game. Give it to me. Please? No? Load out Levius. Who's going to push that thing into place. Oh, Levius likes pumpkin soup, does he? That's why we're doing it. Okay, one of our keeps is in peril. I do very much care about that, so I'm going to run in. Deal with this, show you the keeps. There are some enemies impeding on Fee. I don't care, Fee can deal with that. She's a big girl. Cortana can protect herself. Or get Master Chief to do it. So here we go, the giant thing is going to push the thing into the spot. It's an accurate definition of what's going on there. So he's now connected to the pass. We can get, the materials, little bags. Town Centre Keep is about to fall, right? We should do something about that. This crystal here, as you can see, there's an outpost captain. Take out the outpost captain, and the crystal turns to blue, and our team should start, there we go, spawning here. So you sort of gain control of the battlefield by, this is one of our keeps that's being destroyed. You gain control over the battlefield by taking out the keeps, taking out the, here we go, there's a keep boss, take out the keep boss, and this keep has gone back to ours. It got decimated or taken over by something when I was dealing that special attack, I suppose. And yeah, this game is so relaxing to play. You know when you just want lots of things and you want to be able to kill them with minimal effort? That's this game in a nutshell. And this is only on normal difficulty, so I haven't played any of those, so I imagine it does get harder. There's Girahim. Okay, and here's another one of the special boss enemies. Not particularly a boss. I need my hook shot, please. Pull him down, and he's weak. Move towards him, and okay, I don't know why it didn't give me the option to do my special attack, but okay. Girahim is moving towards our allied base, and that's something we very much don't want him to do, because as the enemy soldiers do a shit ton of damage to your base, or to keeps. So we're going to take him on. There we go. And wait for him to do an attack so I can catch him when he's recovering. Dark Forces are attacking Fee. I think I need to act. Oh god, I've been grabbed. There we go. Thankfully, Girahim is absolutely useless. I think he might be strong when you play as him, but playing against him, he seems quite useless. What I really like about this game is how it makes you very much consider your options. So there, for example, and here, as I've noticed everyone is charging our base, you have to decide what is more in your interest. So I need to protect Fee as she gets to that area, but if this area fails, I lose. Whereas failing a mission that you're given won't necessarily be a game over, whereas having your defeat conditions met will lead to a game over. So that should be enough. They can clear that up. There are quite a few of them there. So you have to decide, is this mission what I want to be doing? Or do I want to go all the way back here and clean up over here? Or do I want to take control of this base? As it turns out, I do want to take control of this base up ahead of me, or this keep, because it's where Fee is, I think. Hello, lovely. Let's just clean out this area for you. And the AI I'd like to point out... Okay, that was a big explosion. I'm not entirely sure why, but I'll go with it. There we go. There's the big guy down. Okay, and there are 2 more. That's nice. There's a little bit of slowdown there, but nothing... I haven't encountered that much slowdown, especially considering the amount of enemies and animations that are going on at the same time. Why aren't I using my hookshot? Your hookshot does have various attacks. You have multiple items as well. I'm sure we'll go through them as time goes on. This isn't going to be a full playthrough, unless you guys want to see a full playthrough of it. That'd be quite cool. Just let me know. I love this game. I can see myself playing an awful lot of it. So now we've got that keep, so our good guys will start spawning there. It also decreases the amount of enemies that are currently in there. So here's an outpost captain. We want this. I'm not sure if it's true, but I've been clearing out outposts whenever I get to them, especially if this one is relatively near our enemy base. Oh, sorry, our base. And enemies will spawn from it. Okay, we need the hookshot again. Fee, you're going to die if you stand in there. Just saying. Enemies spawn, or seem to spawn closer to enemy outposts, and in a greater quantity. So I think you want to take out outposts that are close to your keeps, because that way there won't be as many things. Okay, I didn't actually need to change that, because there's a Deku Baba here. Okay, we'll do that and take it out. Now I need my hookshot back. There it is. And we just take him out real quick. I'll go back and take out the enemies afterwards. The smaller enemies generally aren't that big of a threat unless they're going towards, in large quantity, going towards one of your bases. You want to mainly take out, there's the keep boss, so if I kill him, the keep will go. I'll explain how the keep's taken over in that in a little bit, when there isn't other explained going on. But yeah, basically these guys are worth your time more than the small enemies. See this, I'm pretty cool with leaving them to deal with it, because we've got a fair few people, and Fee is being a bitch and moving on way too quickly. I thought she loved me, but I woke up and she was just gone. I just don't know how to get over it. So now she's reached here, which is obviously the platform, like a gap in the platform, so the guy will come along and do something. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to the story. It's just so much fun to kill things. The combat system in this game is so satisfying. It's untrue. Meow. Brah. See? Didn't you wish you were doing that? And here goes the guy. Pushing that into place. Now, I'll go through the items real quick. Your hookshot, you can fire it. You can fire it at things. Can you aim it? No, you can't aim it. But if you hit an enemy with it, maybe, if I can hit an enemy with it, you get thrown towards them and you can snap them. If they're airborne, they'll get pulled down to you. A potion you need to buy as an upgrade, but it will restore hearts depending on your upgrades. Bombs, you throw a million everywhere. And can also destroy rocks. You got your bow, which is a bow. It's not very useful for general combat, but there are some enemies it's very good against. Your boomerang stuns things. Again, there are some plot-specific uses for it. And that's all of it. So there aren't actually that many items, but the most useful one is the hookshot and the potion, obviously. The arrows are pretty good as well. There's some enemies that can only be killed with bombs. Volga is impeding towards the allied base. That's something that concerns me, but he's all the way at the top left. You can see him. He's got a little flag on him because he's our current objective. He's moving. Now, here's a keep. The way these work, you can see in the bottom right, there is, or the middle right, I suppose, S rock face keep, that's the keep we're in, and it has the health bar underneath. The health bar is going down due to the minions that I kill. I'm sure if you played Dynasty Warriors, you'd be like, oh, duh. But for those of you that haven't, this is what's going on. When this gets low enough, which I will show you in but a moment when I'm finished working out these guys. When it is at 0, come on, the keep boss will appear. The keep boss is usually just a weak enemy. There was one mission where they were a bit harder, But you take him out and the entire place goes back to normal. Okay, I can't pull him down. And then, of course, like I was saying earlier, this is like a mini boss, if you like. Kind of like Girahim was, but except this one does more attacks that I'm used to dodging. And thus I can kind of... I can kind of get him in positions where he is prone to take a lot of damage and I am not. Okay, so we defeated him enough. That wasn't a proper fight, so he's going to back off, I suppose. Oh no, what's happened there is he's become stronger. Okay, let's like... Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Because we need the dragon to come and help him out, if you're reading the bottom left. I'm sorry I'm talking over it, but it's plot. So the Great Fairy... The fairy is, as far as I can tell, a Deus Ex Machina device to just go, oh, there are overwhelming odds, quickly make the fairy do things. Which I'm totally cool with. This game is not a Zelda game. If you come in expecting a Zelda game, you're going to be really, really disappointed. But come in with an open mind, or I guess expecting a Dynasty Warriors game. I'm not sure because I haven't played many Dynasty Warriors games, but you will have a fantastic time. It's an incredibly fun little slashy hack-em-up thing. Right, so we gained that keep. That should keep Volga at bay for a little bit while I run all the buggy way. Oh, here's an enemy, or sorry, an ally, commander or something that has been weakened. All I need to do is step inside this and his health gets saved. Gets replenished instantly. That's really useful for when you need to keep a certain member of your team alive. You can wait for them to get super low, run next to them, and they will get healed. Which is super nice because there's, as far as I can tell, no other way to restore your team's health. Ow. So now we need to defeat the aerial foss, which are these dudes, to progress. I like the fact you can cancel out of most staggers and stuff with this special attack. It's really, really nice that you don't have it wasted or get spammed too much. So this is a Great Fairy Fountain. There is a magic circle here. We press Y, pray. Terrifying hooker appears. And she'll be like, oh, look at you. Oh, I suppose I can pity you with a hand job. And you're like, oh gosh, no, please, no, please. I don't want to come closer, madam. And she'll do something. Like, for example, waving massive amounts of pumpkin soup in the air because Skyward Sword is weird. I don't get it. Nom, 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 nom. Oh. And there we go, Volga has been weakened. Wahaha. So now we actually stand a chance. So now we get to run all the way back over there. There's a lot of running around in this game, but you move at a relatively fast pace. A fast enough pace, at least. Paced. Wallpaper pace. You move at fast enough pace to be able to get from A to B pretty quickly, unless you get lost, which I do quite a bit. So I just want to take out some of these guys so our guys can fight the little guys, back them off a bit. Dodge rolling around to their left is or to, I guess, your left, their right, is a super good strategy against these little guys. I'm not entirely sure why, and sometimes it is faster generally to just wait for them to attack and counter it, but I don't know. Sometimes I just can't be asked to wait for all of that, so if I'm on my way somewhere else, I'll just dodge around to their right, spam them out, and get them killed. Or get them killed, get them dead, make them dead. There we go, there's a moblin down. The enemies in each stage, like the bonus enemies, are often determined by what sort of, like, era you're in, era of Legend of Zelda. Okay, he's not going to have a weak point there because he's a twat. I'm not entirely sure where Volga's from. He might be from this game, he might be from Dynasty Warriors, like as in entirely new to this game. He might be from Dynasty Warriors. He may even be, you know, from Skyward Sword or Legend of Zelda, one of the Legend of Zelda universes. I'm not too well versed in Zelda. My favourite one was Wind Waker, and then no other one that I played came close to that, so I sort of left it. Yes, 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 you're a dragon. We get it, we get it. Okay, here we go. So now he's going to be fire at us, charge at us, and spam us into it if we don't dodge it. Spamming dodge roll works, and then we can counter it with the stagger. Mission successful, and you can see all the enemies disappeared, which tells me that we have won this encounter. Yep, we've won it. So now is just like a little time while the story plays out. You can run around, grab materials. The different bags determine, I guess, the quantity of it. I've never found gold. I'm assuming that will be on hero difficulty, which is another difficulty level after hard mode. Like I said, this is on normal. But after hard mode is hero mode, where it's much harder to play apparently, but you can get better materials and weapons, which is nice. Oh, and all your weapons can be powered up. They all do different effects. But it's not that special, really. Victory! We win! Good job, guys. And totally not just me by myself doing everything. And that is a general mission in Hyrule Warriors. There are harder things going on. But we're going to jump and have a look at adventure mode real quick and see what's going on. So this, I'm pretty sure, yes it is. You may not be familiar, this is the map of the original Legend of Zelda. Each one of these maps has a little mission on it, and by completing the mission you open up the next few missions. So for example here we need a C to be able to progress up to this spot, and a B to progress up to this spot. That's rankings that we will get for completing this mission. This mission's goal: some battles will restrict which weapons or warriors can be used. Be ready to make sure to keep all your warriors trained. That's where the leveling comes in useful. So it's restricted to Impa. Sounds good. Let's go. I didn't actually read what the mission was. So here we've got Impa. Okay, there we go. I'm done now. So we're going to use the Giant's Blade. She's got another weapon as well. Ooh. I'll show you the different weapons as I come across them. I'm not sure. As you can see, I've got a Giant's Knife and a Big Goron's Knife. I'm not sure whether they are different apart from pure aesthetics or not, or whether they're upgrades or what's going on there, but we'll have a go at this. Right, here we go. What's the current status? Defeat Lizard falls, Zelda flees, or an allied base falls. Here we go. So we need to protect Zelda as well as making sure the base doesn't fall. And we need to defeat the Lizard boss. There's time limits and stuff to getting the maximum rank. I haven't played as Impa in ages. This should be fun. Oh, I remember her. She's amazing. I'd also like to point out, just real quick, I don't want to rant about it, but this game is really good for female representation. Most of the playable characters are female, and the majority of them, and saying that, I can't actually think of one that is inappropriately dressed. The majority of them are relatively conservatively dressed. So if that's something you like in your games, I guess go for it. I'm going to start editing this down around this point, I guess. So if you're watching it, editing me, that's what you should be doing. God, Impa destroys everything. So we got that keep. And now we are moving on, I guess, to that one. Oh god, right, this is a Bombchu. It has an operator, I guess, maybe, somewhere. Look how badass she is. I don't know if that hurt me. I felt my controller vibrate, so I don't think it so. What other combos does she have? Okay, I can get behind that. Rain of Water Death. That is still my favourite skill ever. It kills so much stuff. Oh, oh, something's moving towards Zelda. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. If you could pick up the pace a little bit, Impa. I do think characters have different movement speeds, but don't quote me on that. Time for everything here to die, as I'm an awesome samurai. I think I'm a poet. So our mission was successful. Our mission was to take out Bombchus. And I successfully defended the allied keeps. I don't think I successfully defeated this one somehow. Okay, gates to the enemy base have opened. Being that I know... Oh, a raid captain. I do not want that anywhere near my base. Zelda's forces are advancing towards enemy forces. That's fine. Right, so here, as there's a time limit, I'm going to quickly... I don't know what noise I just made. Quickly move towards the enemy, the main objective, progressive, the main objective to this mission, and see if I can take out the lizard false really, really quickly. Messengers have appeared. I don't know what that does, but I'm assuming if I kill this guy, it's not going to matter all that much. Oh, there is a magic meter as well, I forgot to mention, that makes you go basically awesome. It does damage when you activate it, and then you can't be stunned. There's more knockback on your skills. It's generally better for taking out little guys, but then why not use it against a big guy every occasionally? I'm not going to use it for anything else. That was the ending skill for it. It ends either by itself, or you can end it prematurely, but for a stronger attack, set up an attack, and that's the first mission of, or one of the missions of adventure mode done. So let's see if we got an A. Oh, there's a treasure chest somewhere. Oh, she opens it automatically. You got a weapon, maybe? Yes, a sealed weapon. So you can get completely different weapons from doing these adventure chests. And victory! Success! That was Impa. I hope you liked her. She's awesome. Is that not the most badass thing you've ever seen? And she even does a little nod at the end. B-A-A. Oh, we got a B because I didn't kill enough things. Ooh, she got a new weapon. A Guardian Negatana.